It's the most powerful thing that's ever happened in my life, Mick, you know? Without a shadow of a doubt. It's like the birth of the kids, you know, kind of vibe. It's a proper, just out-of-body experience. You know, that's how it feels, which is how it's meant to be, I guess, and what it is, right? I guess in a big picture sense, when I look back at it all, like, and where I'm at now, it's just a hell of a lot, isn't it? It feels like I've lived 1,000 lives in a few years. You know, the experiences and the feelings involved are so extreme on both ends of the scale, like, to be that vulnerable, it's fucking real. You're just like, what the fuck's going on here? Looking back at them, the toughest times I've had, like, that's where all the growth's sort of been at its fullest. I mean, when I look back at, like, the first accident, you know, 5 broken ribs, a punctured lung and a broken shoulder. After a nightmare scary swim in by myself, I was losing a lot of blood and I was in and out of consciousness. There was surgeries and blood transfusions. I'm like shitting myself, pissing myself, you know, all that tragic stuff that goes down when you're like a state. I could have passed out for a minute or 5 minutes or 5 seconds, you know, I'll never know. It made me experience euphoric kind of feelings, like these different, you know, different realities. Crazy pictures of sound, and it does feel like dimensions is the word to use. As I'm in that sort of space, I'm really in this turbulent, like, darkness that I'm getting drawn into, that I'm just gripped with, like, the ultimate fear. And then I'm opening up, letting go, and experiencing, like, these tones, these noises, like, they were so beautiful. And the whitest, you know, just light surrounded me. I just was that light. I was a part of it all. So many visual things that just are so hard to talk about, but in that time frame, I was always pulled back to the family. Like, they would always come in, you know, and that was like the most powerful force going on there. I was so grateful, and I was just overwhelmed with the fact that I made it through that. It was intense. Going back to Tahiti, you know, 2 years later, and finally I'm going back out there and connecting with the place and letting go of any trauma that was residing, but like fucking nervous about it. You know, we're flying over and then basically it's swell game day, and so there was no like warm-up surfs or anything like that. But I just thought, you don't even have to take off on a wave, like no one cares. Being back there after what happened to me was something myself. I didn't feel the pressure. I was just, I was having a nice little surf, you know. That's why it doesn't make sense what happened, and I guess it's a bit like a lot of the things in life that you can't explain, you're not supposed to explain. We always try and understand things, and you're not supposed to understand it. I took that wave, pulled in, and I don't remember what happened from then on in. I must have just hit the reef and got knocked out. The sets that followed were giant, and they just rolled over the top of me, and I was under the water for 4 minutes plus. Teahupoo found my body floating in the lagoon. He thought I was dead. Sage came in. They instantly went into compressions and CPR on me, and they brought me back. I can remember flashes of Teahupoo like on the ski bouncing along like just blood and water, and I could hear him saying, "It's gonna be alright, brother, like you've got this, brother, stay with me, brother," all this sorts of stuff. And I just feel so grateful to Teahupoo and Sage for saving my life. I mean, more than any time I can hand on heart say, like, I would not be here if it wasn't for them boys doing such a good job with resuscitating me, you know, like, fact. Those guys are so important to me. You know, forever we're connected. And I'm just grateful. But, you know, I was in a lot of pain again, and I was like, fucked again. I was just going, oh man, like, how did I get here? Yeah, it was freaky, and it was really scary, and it was, you know, I kept vomiting up the water and things. I just thought, fuck, you know, I know about secondary drowning and that, and I just thought, fuck, I might go to sleep and not wake up, you know what I mean? Leaves you a bit like empty, you know, with the concussion. Leaves you in a really bad way. Mentally, I couldn't feel anything. Friends of mine would call and they would tell me that it's going to be all right, hang in there, it's not you, it's the concussion and things like that. But when you're in it, you're in it. You can't hear them, like, through concussions and depression. And I can't thank Tess enough for being by my side. I'm so grateful to her, and she was always there through it all, and she wasn't going nowhere, and she was just this positive driving force that just held it down for the family. stacking up for Mullaghmore, I knew it was time to go, but even at the best of times, like, wrong to be leaving the family. And given how fucking vulnerable and second-guessing everything about myself, I was in a real state, and I really didn't want to get on the flight. And calling Tess in the airport, and she told me, just go for it, just gotta go for it. You know, you don't have to take a wave, you don't have to do nothing, just go over and feel it out. worst case scenario, and that was a nice feeling. Took the pressure off, and I got on the flight, and once I got to Ireland, I knew it was going to be like a healing journey, but a hard one, and even though it was hardcore and I was nervous as fuck about, being back in some heavy water again, I just knew that it was the right thing. On that huge day, it was definitely the biggest waves I've ever paddled in out there by a million miles, and everything that was moving was being towed. I was just quite happy bobbing around, and when that giant set appeared, I turned around and started paddling for it, and I was either going to fly over on the lip or it was going to be surrounded by water, Once I managed to negotiate that big bump, it was just it was beautiful. It was like heaven. I was just smiling. Magical, I was just laughing. I just felt connected to a bigger power. It was pretty far out, lying on my back. It was just such a powerful energy of gratitude, really. Not a day goes by that I don't think about those accidents. But I'm here with my family, and that's what matters most. Anyway, boy, I'll leave you with all these voice notes. Love you, brother. I gotta go. The kids are screaming. Cheers, brother. Love you.